do 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 do. Hey, if we react to anything, I'm gonna have a timestamp in the comments, cause on account of I try. That's about it. Additionally, let's see. Hi, hello. Hope you're well. That's all. Oh, the things won't be in the description, not the comments, the description, so it can be an actual timestamp. If we react to something, the link will be there, generally. With, like, very brief exception for, like, real tangential ass shit that's, like, around for 10 seconds and or is like, here, I'll show you. I'll show you what's not usually there, okay? Will that make it better for you? I'm pretty sure that'll make it better for you. Here, let's see. I ought to take you here in particular.
This does not even deserve a captain's log introduction. Hey.
People, like, I still enjoy Tom's content. Tom has grown as a person, it seems. People can't find this, and that's really pathetic. I mean, it's not an intense fight. It's actually pretty weak.
Don't do it, nigger.
Weird place to pause. I tried to get it earlier. Example being, bro has grown as a person. It's not hard to find. And people, like, win.
And you know what else is massive?
About it, without being able to source it. And the bitch who can source it is, like, at least bro's, like, trying to grow as a person and not doing that right now, so that's cool. Like, I don't know. Thanks. If people should have space to grow. True. Indeedus bedita. Okay, I just put too many words together. That was definitely a mistake. I put too many words together. We are ruined. So I have tabs to mess around with, and also I have Adidas in the shoe rack. Okay, that's not the coolest thing to announce to anyone. I've got mem. I have funny memory. Memory? I have funny memory, and I found weird shit on the internet we should look at together. Wait, what? I feel like some woman on the internet has, is trying to clickbait with an 18-minute ago video. I'm gonna add it to my watch later and go dig through that later. The thumbnail says debating Ethan Klein, and it's like, I mean, I thought that bro was gonna go do something with his life and or wife, but I could be wrong. Whatever. Fuck it. Diorio has done the same thing that the SCP animation channels have done, which is it does incentivize you to make like 10-hour mega reels, 8-hour, 11-hour, 12-hour mega reels. YouTube likes that it can shove ads through it. Some people just leave it on all night. It gets the engagement they want as a platform. People wake up throughout the night hearing an ad, and it's the first thing they can think about when they wake up and hit the ground. It might be round robin to which one gets them, but it's gonna get somebody. Like, I was convinced to go and listen to old Wendigoon VODs because of an old Wendigoon VOD, to be fair, so that was like, that fucked me up. That was heavy. Oops, hold on. Oh, I changed how I display the chat on screen and integrate some nonsense. I was midway through it. I was doing it before stream for like an hour. I was toggling services on Windows so I can close that. I was trying to integrate the rest of this nonsense through StreamerBot. I was like, oh hey, I don't use blah, my MIDI connection with StreamerBot much. anymore. I use it directly with OBS. Think something. And I realize now, at this moment, between integrating StreamerBot, Social Stream, and OBS, that I can probably just send stuff to OBS's WebSocket and have it route where it ought to. Open broadcast software. Let's hear it for open sauce. Let's go. Let's go, goobers. Let's go. I have something I want to show you in a tab as well, but how do I put that? That's just like super important. Okay, it's not like super important. It's important to me, but it's probably not to anything or one else. I found like a series of funny shit that I guess classifies under weird nonsense that I wanted to like. I have pre-watch energy on that shit right now, and it's actually really solid. So I want to drag you through this with me. I feel like that'll be good
Be
and
me,
help.
20-year-old engineering.
Just notice how I accidentally started playing it. It sounds like something, and you know what it is. It's gonna haunt you until I tell you. It's not something that's hard to guess. You're kind of probably right. I'm just ordering the tabs, don't mind me. Don't let me pretend that I'm actually doing anything. Blah. You'll probably already know, but I can't tell you, because that would be silly. I want to show you something. I want to like keep showing you like bits of something that I'm not ready to engage with as well. I'll get to that quick, but dark mode, bitch. What's automatic do? Yo, that's perfect. Anywho's, any whats, any wheres, any whys, any whays. Yo, howdy. I hope the chat's functioning appropriately because it should be, but I can check it. I will check it on YouTube directly because I ought to do that. I should stop being an assumptive goofball. It never works out. It's not for the better. It's an L move if there ever was one. Morning. See, it didn't relay that. Maybe it did. That's a recent message. It could have. Well, I don't know. Oh, if it didn't, I know why it didn't. Because it would have to, like, WebSocket connect with the correct video ID in mind. I just connected it, so maybe. I could read the logs, but this feels like a lot of work for some shit that isn't that important. If I can just, like, weasel around it. It is important, it should be done, but, like, if it's not showing up easily, we'll just stop for the moment. We'll stop trying. Send message to tabs. Was that my message, or did you salute or did I salute? No, it's saluted. Oh, it's not showing it for me either. And it didn't submit it to the tabs. I wonder if I should restart this. I wonder. I wonder indeed. Weird. Very strange. Obscure. Oh, it's doing WebSocket. Yeah, it is doing WebSocket connections. So shouldn't it work? Is it a poopy poop head? Reload, my dude. Is it a poopy poop head? What? Refresh. Poopy poop head? What the fuck? Okay, no, hold on. Because internal test messages work. Let me see, because I think so. Yes, because I also made those pop up on my screen. Because I should get head pats for being helpful some days. There. Yeah, it even pops up on my screen now. Oh. The bot deleted the message that it printed of the test message that wasn't actually shown. That's weird. I love that robot. It's a champion. Okay, I can leverage it against that. I know it's there and I can copy paste some words. Oh, no, that's easy to see. It's emoji. Oh yeah, no, that's there. Okay. It got relayed. It receives it in the other thing. It's on my screen. Oh, nope, it's not working. Okay. Well, it's processing stuff. Oh, no, it's not. It's processing my attempt at sending stuff. It's not actually processing anything that goes outside of my stuff. But that just means I can like close the current connections to the OBS thing. I can set it to standard instead of WebSocket. I can close the goddamn application. I can open it again. And if I click auto find and activate, then it'll auto work. And then we're done. As done. GG. We win. Good game. GG. If it doesn't right away. Oh, nope, it does. It picked up my message. It pops up on my screen. It's not on the screen for us on stream, but there it is. It eventually published it. Yeah, I get a pop-up on my screen now, so I can like easy read it with Windows native pop-ups. It's real easy. It's real nice, yeah. I did hardcore shit for the pursuit of the realm. Okay, anywho's. Yeah, I'm done with it already.
A lot of people got banned on 6/24/2022. That was a bad day, apparently. So
it's not some weird aberrant. It actually does just sound really crackly at my start.
A lot of people got banned on 6/24.
See, that warble is okay if I introduce some like little grain behind it and drop it, because the start of it is fine to be a little bit scuffed, apparently.
2022. That was a bad day, apparently. You're gonna get unbanned. I don't know exactly what the reason was for this. I just probably saw it and got pissed off, or maybe it was an accident. I don't remember. You're getting unbanned. He owes me money. Sorry if it wasn't abortion I was talking about. It removes the logic of people who have the privilege to tell you things and is hazardous when random comments are made from some sort of score. You are a man dependent on nonsense.
By the way, just for what it's worth, this also happened on 6/24/2022. Like, we're going to be reacting to the, like, VOD that I made at some point. You're just stuck with me critiquing how shitty it is at the start until then and other little shit.
Comments are made from some sort of score. You are a man dependent on nonsense. Being on time. Stop pushing the logic. I have never been using those words that are hateful and that are against civil liberties. Don't read your friends' minds. Sociopathic thank yous mean nothing, but call as many of your dads as you're possible. Don't say disturbing messes while you are half asleep, Zach. You are touching grass. Doesn't do that. TBC launch is the only thing that is mod. What? Imagine yourself floating above the fourth dimensional blueprint like a graphics engine designer's program, looking at a character models and living in time after that where people don't remember a lot. Bro, I've had like astral projection trips and stuff to keep my wife sane. Can you pay? I bought it on food stamps, but my Publix, this guy's from Florida, needed to know where it shipped, and I asked for it. Cheerwine day, guys. I can handle the runoff if you guys are gonna post the Dan's game. Just a minute. We're gonna see a little bit more of this. Why are you messing around so much? Zach is my only friend for a while. Why would he need to quit? Thanks for the help, Zach. Can block people to let me try to help. Hey, I'm gonna watch Dr. K interview tomorrow with my mom. Going to ride Spook Hill soon if you want to tag along. What the fuck does that mean? Zach, why Asmongold so ignorant? Can't say that on the site, boss. I got my medicine today. Shot in my arm. The nurse practitioner regarded that there are ghosts today, and I'm more free now. What? What? COVID-19 Shadowlands. Have you seen Eternals yet? Fake God will just turn your planet into a golem. Happy birthday. Rivers don't move. Watching out. Glad to see your day went okay. Gonna start the lithium for everybody soon. Federal maximum federal tax bracket is 37% and now starts at $500,000. The next bidder is under that. I'm still here in Florida. I can just read what they write and I know who they are. I'm still here in Florida. See? There it is. No income tax, but have to negotiate with neighbors about property tax and insurance spoilers. Wait, what the fuck was that? Wait, what was that? I'm going to see Belle today at 7:15. I turn off my phone during the movie. Dentist appointment tomorrow at 8. Play Monster Hunter World. When this is all over, really impressive. Ah, jeez, now I really want to unban him. He said for me to play Monster Hunter. Oh my god. This guy's talking, now he's like going about COVID. Cults can be called new movements. Like in the current classic usage of cults regarding the new religious movements. I think it's rational in your usage of the term cult because they are an artistic movement happening. And what was your appeal? He owes me... I think we're gonna unban him. I think this guy is absolutely off his fucking rocker. This is a person who needs to be medicated on a regular basis. We're gonna let him cook. Probably cook more meth. We're gonna unban him. Keep cooking. You're doing great. Everything you think is true is actually true. You were right about all of it. Don't let the nurses stop you from becoming a god. Welcome back. Everyone else did fine. Interesting reason why to ban someone after you come up with some excuses to help yourself cope as to why you died to a boss when you clearly weren't paying attention. But hey, it's all good. Hope you feel better and get out of the depressive state that you're in, brother. Been a long time viewer. I get the whole frustrated at players making the game harder. I was just stating that you are making the fight artificially harder by your kill order choice on Blood Council. You could tell other people in the raid wanted to do the order differently and were just being ignored. Don't worry about the unban, but dude, need to chill. Yeah, doing Stavros last is just making it harder on yourself. I get that, but you also kept trying to force a bad rotation against the experience of other raiders telling you the rotation of kills. Trying to remember everything that happened that day. This was in Castle Nathria. He's talking about the Blood Council, where you have to do the dance. And Stavros, I decided not to kill him last. The reason for that was because... Why did I not do that? I'm trying to remember. Face it, he's right. I don't remember. I do not fucking remember. To be fair, I 100% was mad. I 100% banned this dude because I was mad. Absolutely. You got banned because I was pissed off.
I had fun doing that, okay? I was like sitting around with autoplay and I wanted to like, I swear to fuck, I was gonna just like sit around and make a VOD, but then I was like, I'm a shithead and I could rather just not do stuff. So I decided I'd do half of it, unlist it, and then do it later. And until I figure out if I'm happy with it, you're stuck with me. Because I want to take the music out and do my own, because I can find those tracks and offset those thingies, you know? Have you ever been told that you're a person and that's fine? Because I think that's just something that you may not be aware of. Because sometimes you say stuff that just makes you come off like a... Now, what did you think I was gonna say? I have to know. It'll be funny for me. Sorry, I'm like still doing StreamerBot stuff. It's what lets me like have the pop-up on screen. So I have like 3 actions right now. One to try to integrate Kick into it, and the other to let's see, process messages. And yep, there it goes. It looks a little bit cleaner. Just the pop-up part didn't look that great. There's like an action that deals with the parsing, and there's an action that deals with the display and presentation for me. So it's the action that's displaying and presenting it that is all I have to deal with, because it is little convenience things like it popping up on my screen. Because thank the world.
Be me, 20-year-old engineering
No.
student. Steady grades, part-time job, life is calm. Ride a small motorcycle to campus daily. Cheap on gas, makes me feel independent. One wet night, heading home from work. Sedan runs a red light, hits my bike. I clip another car, then blackout. Wake in hospital, every muscle on fire. Left arm in cast, ribs bruised, leg broken. Doctor says I'm lucky to be breathing. Try to sit up. Room spins hard. Haven't told my parents yet, feel guilty. Nurse walks in. Compact frame, steady eyes. Dark hair pulled back. Name badge, Maya. She checks the numbers, adjusts the IV. No fake cheer, just calm, direct help. Somehow that steadiness makes the pain smaller. Week 1 is rough, meds make
You got placed there due to the world being the world and life being a bitch, homie. My deepest apologies.
me sick. Vision swims, muscles refuse simple tasks.
You should have done what I did and get being sickly out of the way when you were still, like, growing up. I was just sickly when I was little, so now I don't have to be sickly, you know?
Maya comes each night without complaint, changes sheets, fixes wires, wipes my face, treats me like I'm worth the trouble. 3 a.m. Silent tears start falling. She asks if I want space. I shake head. She sits beside me in quiet. Half an hour later, my heart slows. Silence felt like real company. Notice grease stains on her short nails, small scar across one knuckle. Curious.
I almost fucked up.
Joke she
Hold
looks
on.
more mechanic than nurse. She smiles, says she was one before. Engines and people both need torque math. Heart stutters.
Torque
Maybe
math.
meds. Maybe her grin. Rehab starts. Standing feels like cliffs. Collapse once. Maya catches me. Firm grip. Scolds gently. Says, wait, for help. Threatens to tie me down. Half joke. Other staff call her the patient whisperer. She shrugs. Just patience and practice. Weeks pass. Strength inches back. I learn tricks. Brace ribs before coughing. Breathe slow. We trade views on old sci-fi films. She loves Blade Runner. I prefer Arrival. Agree both. Hide hope inside steel. Discharge day comes faster than expected. I thank her for pushing me forward. She walks me to Dad's car in rain, slips folded note into my hoodie. Read it 5 minutes later, hands shaking. You annoy me, but I care. Don't crash again. Maya. Number underneath. Smile hurts the stitches, but worth it. Text her that night. Simple thank you. She replies, took you long enough. Still healing, still limping, but not alone. First week home, apartment feels too small. Crutches bump walls, stairs feel like cliffs. Mom fusses, dad tells dry jokes. I laugh. Maya texts a morning checklist. Water, meds.
Ruined
Sends a photo of sunrise and coffee.
as a person right
Physical
now.
therapy room smells of rubber bands. Therapist says, 10% progress each session. Maya shows on a day off, holds timer, counts reps, teases when I slack off. Afterward, we split vending machine chips. Ask why nursing after wrench work. She shrugs. Hands wanted a tougher puzzle. I say circuits burn out too. She nods. X-ray shows bones knitting. Cast comes off. Celebrate with a slow lap down hall.
There it
Maya
is.
films 10 seconds. Labels it, big step. Nightmares hit. Red light. Glass. Screech of metal. Wake at 2. Text Maya by reflex. She answers instantly. Breathe
I
4
need to
in,
restart this.
7 hold, 8 out.
I forgot.
Repeat until pulse settles. Next day, therapist upgrades me to Kane. I nickname it Old Faithful. She sighs. Hands me helmet brochure quietly. Asks if I'll ever ride again. I say maybe, when fear loosens. She smiles. Semester restarts. I limp across campus. Classmates stare. I wave it off. Library study happens in hospital cafe Wi-Fi. Maya on break quizzes me on statics. I quiz her on meds. Loser buys coffee. Storm kills power. Emergency lights flicker. Thunder drags me back to crash noise. Book falls. Hands shake. Breath short. Maya appears. Takes my wrist. Steady voice. Name 3 things you see right now. Pulse slows. Panic fades. Midterms loom. Formulas blur together. She hides my cane. Says 5 steps unaided. Earn study help. I wobble. Succeed. Grin bigger than the pain spike. Friday night we try indoor kart track. She laps me once. Laughs through visor. Adrenaline feels sharp. Not dangerous. Parking lot quiet. Drizzle under street lamp. Thank her for giving me back motion. She bumps my shoulder. Quit thanking. Start living. Leans in. We share careful first
So how does
kiss.
this work now again?
Real. A little awkward? Exactly. Right. Final therapy session. Ring brass bell. Staff cheer. Maya wipes one quick tear. Sell damaged bike parts. Start senior project. Design safer electric commuter prototype. Ask Maya to join battery planning. Payment is tacos and movie nights. Prototype rolls down quiet street at dusk. Engine hum low, but chest finally calmer. Maya rides pillion, arms easy round my ribs. Months ago, they were tape and pain. I still flinch at distant sirens sometimes, but fear
Oh, damn it.
now sounds like background static. I breathe slow, count, feel tomorrow widen. Spring career fair, limp now almost gone. Companies circle resumes like curious birds. One recruiter eyes the prototype photos hard. Show me proof of range, he challenges. Maya and I spend a weekend testing. 43 miles on single charge. Solid. Upload data logs. Email. Before dawn. Recruiter replies with flight voucher and smile emoji. Interview day. Still sore in formal shoes. Panel asks why safety matters to me. I picture asphalt. 4 tubes. Maya's steady glare. Answer comes out honest. A little shaky. They nod, jot notes, offer paid internship. Celebrate at local diner. She steals my fries. Tell her internship city is 4 hours away. She chews slowly, then says, road trip distance. Summer apartment smells of fresh plywood. I sleep on air mattress, prototype frame beside. Internship tough. Deadlines, code reviews, imposter fog. Every Friday I video call Maya from balcony. She shows me her night shift break room. Waves greasy sandwich like victory flag. We trade
I'm making silly memes with like emoji. There we go. I did the classic like stay down of Dark Souls fame.
stories, Hers beat mine for grit. July weekend, she rides bus to visit. We test company's wind tunnel off the clock. Bike rattles. She suggests gusset plates here. I log notes. Wonder if she'll move here. She shrugs. Hospitals exist
How are you?
everywhere, nerd. On return,
Hospitals exist everywhere, nerd. Yo. I'm thinking, do I just text to speech that? Do I clip it from this? How do I want to attribute this? How do I want to go? I found like YouTube was recommending me random green text channels. So I was like, oh, that's great. I'll do that.
it's here. July weekend, she rides bus to visit. We test company's wind tunnel off the clock. Bike rattles. She suggests gusset plates here. I log notes. Wonder if she'll move here. She shrugs. Hospitals exist everywhere, nerd. On return trip, her bus breaks down. She texts location pin, middle of nowhere. I borrow.
As someone who enjoys a bit of prattle, hospitals are everywhere, nerd is the most funny, beautiful thing to say to someone. But no matter the reason, it's just
Company
the fun
van,
thing.
drive 2 hours, arrive with blanket and vending machine chocolate. She laughs, cold but amused. Role reversal, huh? We talk under broken streetlight about futures. No big promises.
I've been trying to use StreamerBot to integrate stuff for the stream a lot better as of today. So I got around my computer an hour early, and I've been fumbling around. But I've made it's the first time I'm using Copilot inside VS Code, and I've just given it the manuals for StreamerBot and Social Stream. StreamerBot deals with a lot of automation and lets me run C# locally on my computer that I program, or that I compile when StreamerBot starts. And SocialStream.Ninja lets me aggregate the chats between like X, Kick, Twitch, and YouTube on the screen. That's how come we have that as Social Stream Ninja. So StreamerBot, on the other hand, can do cool computer stuff with those messages. And that's why I have one base action that's now going to tree off and do a lot of things. So the base little thingy-madoodle is just exposing some of the message data in a way that I can like quickly yomp it. Hold on. I have this in a tab. I was going to talk about this with you all because I thought it was super cool and super fun. So I have my stuff kind of together. Oh, here we go. We've done this a bit before, so it's not like it's me bringing new stuff out of the wild. It's like kind of existent stuff. I'm gonna be honest, I did not review someone's code this time before allowing it to execute on my computer. This time, I'm gonna be honest. I was lazy. It's my own fault. It's this. Their goal was to make this platform's integration a bit more easy. My hope, and I don't remember if it had this, my hope was to set the name of the stream. I want a more reliable way where I'm not manually doing it to set the name of the stream. And that means the only, target channel title, maybe? I don't know. Poll titles, make clips with titles. Predictions, latest predictions? Create rewards, I set up our voting thing to be a little bit less of a chore. No, it's not there, huh? Hold on. I need to take it a bit more slowly. Chatbot for account age checking, delete message, no. I am gonna have to rebuild out our our automated moderation. I'm about to put a local LLM in it. I'm about to let Gemini running locally in OLLAMA take care of it for me. so I don't have to. And I swear to fuck, I'm this close to doing the same thing with the soundboard. I'm not, I'm just gonna let it be relative words. If I can let it do that with like voice recognition and the random files, I'll be happy. So I'm going to care later, not right now. I'm learning how to integrate this stuff with its API kindly and lovingly and respectfully. So I have this open, like we've been at it before. I have it open inside my other tab. We're going inside my, what's the word? Thingdinger. The thingamadoodle. And I just like rebuilt it off of the base. I made a little Git repo so I can like start to store stuff there. I'm about to turn this social stream and streamerbot into modules and now kickbot as well, and have a computer try to assist me to see if that is fun or not, because you never know. So the line I'm looking at, you know, is the one that allows it to be passed to sub actions. I need to give myself an easy way to delete and ban things on a pop-up on my screen that I can easily get to while I'm gaming. That will be God mode. That's the thing. That's what we have to do for the realm. And this is why I'm like working on automating our moderation again as well, right? Like, I will fight the world. If anyone puts y'all at risk, I will fight the world. I will. I so definitely will. Anywho's, it exposes it like this. So the data fields that it parses internally are here. External ones are here. It talks about how to add extra fields, which I think is handy because it'll do stripping of like HTML data, because you never know what it's going to pick up and parse. So that's wild. I think I've added this. No, I haven't. I added, because it, what the absolute, what in the absolute, are we playing Baldur's Gate? What the heck? See, I'm not a C# person usually, so I've like gone and made my own day a little bit more rough on it. Who knows? I do need to, I can't one-for-one paste this, but I'm taking it, or can I? No, I don't think so. Hold on. I don't care about this. I'm just reading over it. Okay, no, this was a mistake for me to expose this to myself. I mean, it wasn't a mistake to expose it to myself. It was a mistake to care about reading it. I'm just quickly parsing it. Oh yeah, this is very important to go over. Like, it doesn't mean that you get to see messages inside of social stream, or sorry, streamerbot that originate from social stream. It means, I was sitting around one day and I thought it would be fun to just put words together. And as a person who grew up watching Day 9 and a lot of Day 9 VODs, like, how there's like, it's good, I may not find this. This may not exist on the internet under this name. I have no clue. This would have been like mentioned over 11 years ago. Oh my gosh, it's a meme. I'm memeing. It's like an 11-year-old meme. I think that's how we can put this. Do you cite, homie? Do you cite Day 9? Here, we're just gonna go to Day 9's channel. That's probably the wise way to go. This is a very silly joke if you ask me. I think it's funny as, oh my gosh, how, see, if I go to like, I wouldn't find it easily because it's going to be buried in like one of the series where Day 9's just talking. When I was itty bitty, I'd just go and listen to this man talk. Like, I'd be playing video games. I'd be like either held up in the children's hospital or dreading school and playing video games like StarCraft and just having fun doing stuff.
So in that particular circumstance, I think that the banelings wouldn't have done a dramatic impact. But let's generalize this a little bit more. A lot of times, in fact, almost every time, you can say, wouldn't, in this situation, wouldn't Unit X make things a little bit better?
Mind you, this man played on my television a lot. He gives his little, like, there's two things he says that possibly overly impacted me when I was little that still impact me today, and maybe that's a little bit broken, I don't know, but at least I'm honest about it. So it was him saying not to give unsolicited advice to people. He mentioned how that was unhelpful, and that, like, stuck with me. And he mentioned that one username thing, and I thought it was funny. So his name is Day9 because he used to play with a lot of players from Korea who would pick usernames that would be like 2 words of certain syllable length, I think, and they would be smashed together. And he picked that name during that. So somewhere inside of
And
me,
in theory, yeah, sure.
that's how I'm, in theory, sure, I'm trying to follow this meme that is like, again, a 11, 10, 15-year-old meme that means very little to anyone who wasn't like a Day9 viewer at like the olden days. But like, I can try to find it. I can try to sort by popular and see if I'm missing something. Because he'd talk about like life in Day9 dailies and just like every day. Felicia Day came on one time, but like just mostly every day for years, this man would put out outstanding long form, or not long, I guess short form, long or short. It's a crapshoot. It's over 8 minutes. I guess that counts as long, right? So was it every day? He did a lot for a while. It was really cool. Like, I loved the Fun Day Mondays because we'd see like other people following the rules of Fun Day Monday in StarCraft 2, and like you'd know when it was one of the people. You'd know that they were doing the thing because they'd be doing the thing. And I think I'm a big fan of that. I have to find a way to make the robot like moderate kick for me. I have to make the robot do it. I'm not going to do it. Robots have to. I'm incompetent.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today is September 20th, 2010. This is Day 9
Have fun
Daily number
swimming.
183, where we learn to be a better gamer. Kind of not so much today, because it's Monday Fun Day, where we get to all have a ball watching replays submitted by you fine folks to Day.
I never submitted a replay, but I'd always like go ahead with when people did a certain thing strategy wise, like for it, when there was a challenge, I would join in. I was silently in the background participating with the masses, loudly and on maintenance. I had a lot of fun.
9monday at gmail.com. And the restriction that we impose.
Okay, this is peak nostalgia. I just want you to remember that this man is, when I was like 14, 15, 16-ish, I think, his content, maybe a bit older, I don't remember time anymore. Like, his content was super cool. I remember getting through like high school, like listening to this man and Ozzy Osbourne and like Joan Jett and thinking they were the coolest motherfuckers in the whole wide world. And like, now we're here. So I'm sitting here smiling, like this is peak nostalgia for me. I apologize.
Upon you is something silly that results in games that are goofy and sometimes educational, but most of the time, goofy. And the restriction
By the way, with good analysis of gameplay, you can make something practical out of goofy nonsense. So just analyze good, do better strategical calls. You can be silly if you want to.
we imposed today was no queens with Zerg ever. So we're going to be watching games where you played Zerg, didn't make any queens, period, in your games, and we're just going to kind of see what happens. Now, for any of you who are unfamiliar with this is a new thing I'm doing, Fun Day Monday. I'm going to give the next set of restrictions at the end of this one for next Monday. And I say send me an email to day9monday at gmail.com and give a
He hasn't done this in so long. I wonder if I email it that if it still gets monitored, because I would just be like, hi, you made like things so much better when I was a witty bitty kid. I remember your content from then. Thank you so much. For what it's worth, this is homie now. Like, he has taken away his hair, his beautimous hair. He's taken it away from us, and that's fine. We still adore him. He a funny dude. We enjoy this man. He does outright appropriately tagged rants, and he now puts the detail of what goes on in it. Homie streams on Twitch too. Like, I think he's awesome. I'm never logged in this browser, but like, I can't help it. Like, his StarCraft 2 content is what kept me playing that game when I was itty bitty. Like, it was so fun to me.
To the power of this, whatever cheaper card, and then what that exposure does is it gives me a new want. Wow, this 3-mana creature with Death Touch? This is really good. Are there other cards like this? So then it helps you get a...
Oh, hold on. He's talking about learning stuff.
And I get exposed goals.
Okay, you know what?
Now, I want to talk about this idea of a goal plus exposure. I see this a lot in strategy games, where...
He's been doing this since I was a kid. He's just a nice little mindful dude, being a nice little mindful dude. They say there are no strong male role models. Clearly, I've found several. This man, Ryan Trahan, and I'm pretty sure they exist. They just need more play. Ryan tells people to wash their face every day before bed, through showing them, through example, is super important, and he's right. Otherwise, you get face gunk, random germs from outside, dust and pollen on your pillow. You don't want that.
I'm a new Magic the Gathering player.
No, you're not.
I have a cool dragon, and I put it in my deck because I want to cast the dragon.
Everyone else is. You're not.
What about the other cards in my deck? Well, I don't know what I'm going to draw, and therefore I get exposed to cards I might not have considered using. And I get exposed to lots of different situations. And I might play some 2-mana creature and go, hey, this 2-mana creature is pretty good. And that want to play with the dragon is what is motivating me to play right now. But then I get exposed to this new...
Speaking of exposure to environment, I'm starting to notice the procession of the provenance of narrative and the procession of which it takes when people start playing telephone with each other in mass in the internet at the moment with the things we stare at. I'm starting to notice it just a little bit. It's fun. I can't help myself.
To the power of this, whatever cheaper card, and then what that exposure does is it gives me a new want. Wow, this 3-mana creature with Death Touch? This is really good. Are there other cards like this? So then it helps you get a different want. What?
On the other hand, 1-mana thing, honestly, learning the value of Death Touch when Infect used to be valuable, learning that Infect was a very fun tactic. Proliferate and Infect. One of my friends had an Eldrazi deck and also a Sliver deck, and he would be an asshole sometimes. So I would bring a Selesnya deck, but it began, I started planning a bit better, and then I eventually rotated to a white, blue, green, black deck. No red, right? There's no red in there. I was pretty okay at managing with, I put, a couple extra cards in there from 62 to 64 or 65, I think. That was to round out my mana, along with having, artifacts that tapped 4 mana. There were just artifacts that could tap for any color, so that was handy. There was a lot of synergetic stuff I could do with Proliferate, Infect, and just giving all things that are Oh, and the Gideon at the time was the Gideon that you could pick other people's blockers, and you could pick the order of the blockers and the assignments of the blockers. So that was super handy because this one person would create a sea of Sliver tokens or Eldrazi tokens and would browbeat a lot of people. And I just went along with there were a few heavy cost cards, but most of the deck was under 3 mana. And that's something I'd learned that had really helped me when I wanted to do several color decks. At some point we might play MTG Arena because I do miss the game. I haven't played in a while. So we can actually put that to use. I kind of would install it. Is it on Steam or is it a other thingy thing? Why is it in big picture mode? Exit big picture. Get out of here. It's on Steam, isn't it? It is. It so is. Yes, it is. MTG Arena. It's 11 gigabytes, and it is a mobile thing too. Okay, I'll install it so I can make that example make sense, because it'll show us the distribution of mana in it, and that used to be a thing I had to do in my head. But doing that out of a need to or a perceived want to win with the motivation of, like, the reinforcement, I suppose, of winning for the glory of the friend group and beating the one homie down who had held an oppressive reign, held taut by viciousness, opposed only by very heavy rushes early game. So a lot of rushing early game, a lot of heavy ramp up, like large proliferation, etc., wasn't going on that long and couldn't actually beat him down. So Death Touch and Infect. If I can instantly kill his whole field, and if doing so lets me create some angels with flying, and if creating angels with flying gives me an ooze, yeah, it was that bad. It's on death. I make anything of mine that died, I could get 3 things, one of which, if not more, had Death Touch, depending on conditions. I was getting an ooze. If I had 2 others or 3 others die, I got an angel. The angel had flying. It was a 4/4. This, like, I wanted to put this man through his shit. Like, it worked so much. He got mad at me for playing this deck. It wasn't trying to just do ramp. It was, I don't know, it was like incentivized through experience. This man has like been really handy and trying to communicate meaningful stuff for over 15 years, it seems, on YouTube and Twitch. It's so cute.
Brief description of what happened in the game. What else could I get that is good like this? Same sort of thing happens in Dota. Oh, I want to get a Battle Fury because it is an item that gives me Cleave. And Cleave is really good for killing enemy creeps really quickly that lets me get my farm really quickly. So, okay. Players get the Battle Fury for the Cleave. Battle Fury also gives you a good amount of health regen.
I actually reinstalled MTG Arena. Holy shit. It's been a while.
Hey! Now that I'm getting it.
I wanted to play Android Souls. I put us at a good point for me to switch games, even. But I'm just seeing if the deck is available and we can go look at it. There'll be stuff that's invalid, but like the modality of what I meant's pretty easy.
Exposed to the benefits of health regen, my eye starts paying attention to this a little bit more. I think that it is very easy in a game.
I think one of the bigger things in games that stood out for me was the value of a thing like armor, for instance. I think that was the really big one, right? I'm just going to have to register a new account because I don't care enough. We're going to have to start over in MTGA. Oh no, I have to do the tutorial. Oh no, that'll be so lame. I hate that stuff. A lot of MTG. No one likes tutorials. They're not fun. I mean, they should be. They ought to be. I already, like, I guess now I've got, like, an account for stream and an account here. That's fine. It's not capturing it right now. That's weird. Is it on the right layer for the mini? It has to be, right? It's so weird. Oh well.
To make things overly one-dimensional. To make it that, like, hey, you found the library, you got the information. Done. Or in an item sense, in an ARPG or in Dota, you know, like, oh, I want to get damage, so I will buy a Sword of Damaging. It does plus 20 damage, and that's it. It's so linear that when you have a one-dimensional want, I want damage, you get one-dimensional exposure. Here's what it feels like to get more damage. Good games say one-dimensional wants gives you multi-dimensional.
I know this is a big tangent, and I know I've gotten distracted on day 9 and Magic the Gathering, and it's like, we were just trying to talk about how I got my username, and I started going on about how I like words that mean like a lot of things, because I thought it was fun and hilarious, and I still do. And so then I ended up getting wrapped up with day 9's content because
Looks like you barely survived your last battle. But
it's
with
not
some
capturing the
training,
video,
you'll become a
but it's
force to be
capturing the
reckoned.
sound,
Let's
which
get
is
started.
absolutely annoying. Oh, it doesn't play in the background. That's nice. I need to assign it to the correct device, not every device though. That's the thing. Okay, there it is. Because now I can turn it down all nice and all nice and easy. Like, can I really not capture this game, bro? Like, dude, I am such a useful goofball. All you have to do... Oh, I should go to input overlay and turn it to... I should switch the mode, right? Yeah. Also, I should go check the game capture and make sure that it's allowed to capture the game, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't understand. Capturing specific. Capture with hotkey. That's why. There we go. Apparently, I have to start this game again. That's fine. So, when I was itty-bitty, I grew up, with day 9 in my ears a lot. I don't want to do the tutorial. Can I concede it? See, I even selected that I've played a lot of MTGA. Or MTG and MTGA. Oh, you actually have to? Oh. Y'all, I just wanted to show us something and I didn't want to like make a new account, or I didn't want to log in. I didn't have the password on this computer or anything. And the password manager this computer has. So
let's get started.
It wants me to do a tutorial. I don't like this, but there are multiple phases. And I bet it works with the computer or the controller too. No, it doesn't.
Perhaps one of them will help us practice.
Lame. You have to put 2 mana down, win a turn, we can wait another turn. It's not letting me
So that's all you can do.
end gameplay. Auto tap, sable inlet.
Play another land so you can summon a creature.
Sure. I like fixed roll text size, right? I don't know. Show phases, please. That's handy. Oh. Okay. That was gameplay. There's no way to get out. I don't really like auto tap or auto trigger. Replacement's okay. No, it's not. It'll take us longer, but I don't mind. Drop 2. Let me drag the... It was tutorialing me on how this works. See, I can select autopay if I do it. You can either manual or auto. It just opens the option to manual. So, like, I don't know. I would say turn auto off, and you can still do auto. Pretty easy. You can do a mana or a land a turn. And I'm personally an auto off person on every game. I'm absolutely the worst. Give me my attack phase. Give me my attack phase, buddy. Give me my attack phase, brother. I know how to... Yeah, attack and toughness. Cool. They can take 2 damage, they can do 2 damage. I don't care. They cost 2 mana. I tap land to make mana. The mana goes into the ether, or we use it to cast it. We use it to summon a dude. Good. I don't... Rawr. Day 9 was giving me nostalgia, but I will never have a longing for the tutorial for this game. But I suppose we now have to play it. So, woe is us, woe is us. Thank Cthulhu, because it's funny. Woe is us. Anything they destroy is, like, fine. I don't care that I've been blocked. They're gonna kill both of them, are going to actually destroy the other. So, boop. It's good because now we can do 3 and we can do 5 total, I guess, rather. Nice.
Admirable. Pity
Nice. Yeah, I don't... Hush. Hurry up. You're not gonna crush me. You're a tutorial, dude. Like, it's a scripted draw. I'm just gonna, like, no attack. And wait.
You've shown spirit, but I will show you strength.
I'm gonna show restraint, because I can, like, choose to block it with both and get rid of them. Oh, that's cute. I don't care, do I? I have to care. I can just block it. They don't have trample, so mitigate.
One of your creatures can block it.
Mitigate. Don't hate. Mitigate. Even a small creature will block all damage. Yeah, so the downside, destroy tapped creature. Oh, that's so sweet. Beautimous. I couldn't have attacked because my creature would be tapped when they were available. So I had to do the thing. It's gonna make us do a trade because I couldn't block all this.
We've got you
Oh, it's gonna let us tap them because they're 2 or less. That's cute. Okay, cool. That's a fun tutorial, I guess, if you cared about reading effects. TLDR, do read every effect. I just don't like
Well
scripted-ass
fought,
gameplay.
outsider.
Like, I want to fight stuff. I don't want a seeded run of Balatro. I want to go against RNG, my dude.
Shiny.
Ooh, a shiny. Ooh, indeed a shiny.
unlocked a
Spirit
new
Guardians. I've unlocked your father's phone number, and I am going to call him up tonight. Clearly. Downside, I did lose my old avatar and my old setup of nonsense. Surprise attack yourself. No one cares. So my mom got me into Magic the Gathering. I was like going with her on my very first road trip when I was itty bitty, like super itty bitty. I was like 8 back then or something. Between like 8 and 12 or something.
These
It's
things are
like it was so
basically
long ago,
harmless.
man. So we were going on the first road trip I ever went on, and
Okay, maybe
That's
worry
nice, who
just
cares?
a little bit.
you could say the same about me, right? Like that's nice, who cares? But she got me into Magic the Gathering, the game, and then she also
You need to mount a defense.
I know, hush up. And then she also got me the old video game, because there used to be an old computer like game for Magic like ages ago, and it was like nothing like MTGA. It's like, hold on, I'm pretty sure, or am I just like losing my tits? I know this was real because I remember my mom getting this for me. And I remember like learning how to play in person, her being too busy going to work all the time. And me just like having fun that this existed. I didn't play it as much. I didn't really get into it until later. I have to thank her though. She's why I had nostalgia hits. Is this the one? It's been so long. This feels like the one. I feel like it could have been a different one, right? It could have been like a slightly later. But I know it was like an old game. And it was like super old. Y'all. It was like, y'all. I don't know how to best find this. It could be like either. I know it was like, I think it was a CD-ROM, not a floppy. My dad dealt with like a lot of old computers, so. Oh, it's possibly just this one. Okay. Anywho's, I didn't want to misinform us with like the wrong one that I thought it was. I have not done timestamps yet. I've been forgetting. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I went to go put this one in. That's when I noticed I've been forgetting. Nothing else is finished either, for what it's worth. So, I've just been a stream of consciousness bouncing everywhere. So I guess that's fine. I know, right? It's so wild to look at, in contrast to this shiny ass thing. This is pretty cool. It's a cute UI. Little user interface. Auto-pay that. Get it away. Get it away. Get away, get away, get away.
Your creatures
If
aren't
you
tactical.
click too much, it doesn't register
them
your
back.
clicks if you click too much. Oh yeah, I couldn't do anything against that. That's a 3-3, not a 3-2.
Everybody but
I thought they had a 3-2 still. That was the other fight. This goes here. This won't die. This won't die. Their whole field's gone. Unless they have an instant that buffs their dudes.
my troops but me.
Yeah, I do. I do what I want. Do what the fuck I want, brother. Bitch, I'm strong. You don't know. You don't control me. You don't own me. You do not do things. You will be kind unto others, my dude. For it is all that the people have asked. Oops, I clicked out for a second. Is there a setting for this? Face.
Here it is.
Wait, what? Yeah, I'll do the audio myself. I'm magical. Don't you try to do it for me. I'm magic. The gathering. This is too many to click. Why would you click 5 mana on your own? That sounds
You'd be a
miserable.
fool to attack you now.
Yeah, I would be. I mean, honestly, there's a chance I could wipe their field, but it would be a chance. Like, it wouldn't be like an assured thing,
Never
so
back down.
why would we do
Never
that?
walk barefoot in a goblin warren.
Yeah, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want, actually. You can't boss me around. I do what I want. I'm a grown-ass woman. I do what the fuck I need to. I got business to do in the Goblin War, and I'm gonna do it.
Pain.
Bruh. Oh. To player?
This is
How
going
does
to
that
hurt.
affect us? That's like 3 HP. That doesn't bother us. Like, that's so nothing. That's fine. Who cares? It doesn't do much. I just healed more than it ever did. If I don't attack... If I attack with this, there's a chance that they will destroy it to block me, and I can get everything else through. They can either take the damage and destroy their 7-3, or lose it all. Like, or just take... They had an option. They can either tank it or this. This... Oh... See, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna tip these away. I don't care. I'm gonna do that.
A good
They're
general
gone now, that's
knows
fine.
when they're beat. So you should probably give up now.
I'll give up nothing. Ooh, destroy card attacked. That's
Mercy on
nice.
me, please.
No.
It's
Thank
the
you.
pokey bits that hurt them.
Can I play it on myself? I'd like to do that. I used to spend a lot of time like clicking all over the map because there's a lot of interactable things around it, and it's super fun. 8
You're a
cards
quick
unlocked.
learner. So
I'll
let's
unlock
try
your
a more
face.
challenging lesson.
I'll challenge your face.
Follow me to Ixalan. There's a mystic there who's
Okay, we're
spent
doing
his
one more,
life
then I'm taking a
studying
break
the
from this. I'm gonna
nuances
play
of combat.
Android Souls a bit. I'm nearly at the point of Android Souls that I can put it down and go mainline Jedi Souls again. The path to entry for replayability of new
He
game
might
plus
look like any
content
other Murphy,
on
but
Android
his
Souls is
knowledge
way
is
harder to get
boundless.
to. Like, it's not harder, it's just
patient.
further in the...
Keep
Can
an
you
open
stop
mind.
telling me to be patient and
If
keep
it
an
is
open
wisdom
mind?
you seek.
I'll keep an open mind, I won't be patient. You boss me around again, we're gonna have a fight. I'm gonna throw hands, I got 2 of them, you don't want to deal with it. Computer, stop it. Flying, 1-1 flying.
Birds fly
Good for you.
freely, unfettered by earthly bonds.
That's good. I'm just gonna keep throwing cats at your birds then.
Everything is connected. You must understand
gets 1-1.
the
That's
air,
cute.
land, and
Everything's
sea.
connected. That's what I said to your dad last night. Okay. We know how auras work.
That
Is there no
bird
way
can
to get
fly
through
over
this?
any
I would
blockers
like...
on the ground.
I would do everything to get out of the tutorial right now. I would do anything. I would give the world... I would, like, do some weird lich and phylactery RPG lore nonsense. I swear it. I do it gleefully.
Good. You've been paying attention.
No. I mean, I realized that I can use this and I couldn't block with it anyway, so I may as well throw it at you. But I've not been paying attention. That's like the explicit thing I haven't been doing. Like, clearly, if I were paying attention, I would have been paying attention.
Obstacles
But
may
clearly I'm not
block
paying
your path,
attention.
but
Brother.
do not lose sight of your true goal.
Obstacles in your mother.
Is that crab
There's a
wearing
song by Anna Trash and the Sociopaths that I'm a big fan of, and it's like the song is violence in my head, but the lyrics are just violence in my head, violence everywhere, violence in my head, violence everywhere for a decent bit of the song. And me playing video games is just a
Sometimes
straight
the best
up...
way around is through.
I would draw and quarter this person. All I'm saying is that is
Battles
violence, and I can
ebb and
accept that.
flow.
So, spell resolution is like so fun. Tap.
Keep
It
going.
doesn't
He's
untap.
running out of cards.
Oh, brother. 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 If I double down on this, it's not gonna be clever or wise. I'm gonna regret this. The game is gonna make me regret this. There's no way they can, like, block it without dying, so it's fine to throw at them. It overcomes their... Like, it's no longer
If
a
you
3,
keep to the shallows,
4, it's a
you'll
5,
never
6,
learn
so...
the secrets of the depths.
I'll learn the secrets of
Wow.
your mother.
That sounds deep.
Your mother sounds deep. That's why she's the Oracle of Delphi, telling us prophetic stuff, keeping us all safe, protecting the realm, defending us all. Yo Mama's so deep, people confuse her with Neil deGrasse Tyson. Ooh-wee.
If you make big waves,
Y'all, before the stream
not
tomorrow, I
the
probably need to
ocean,
test, like before
then
I
you'll
go
get
live on
carried
everything, I
away.
probably need to test like if 1440 on Twitch is working again. I know I reported it to them, I don't know if it got addressed or anything.
Majestic.
This is 3-3. This would overcome them. This would be funny. Okay, hold on. This would swing with 8, this would swing with 6. This is, everything is invested into this. I still can't kill them. I need, yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Actually, no, bring that back. I regret using it, but it's fun. Oh, that's beautiful.
The student is a river. The teacher is an ocean.
I move like
The
water.
master is also an ocean.
I'm a droplet of water.
That last one sounds a bit fishy. You know what? The
I'm gonna
mystic
keep
I was
doing it, I
thinking
don't
of
care.
Isn't even a merfolk.
Nothing's stopping me. I did
was
it.
Fun while it lasted.
Oh, 2 for flying? I don't remember. Was it? Was it a 2-cost flyer? 1 cost flying, 3. Oh, imbue flying for angelic reward for 5? The 2 costs were Knight's Pledge. Enchanted creature gets 2/2. I didn't care if like usually I wouldn't put everything on one character, but in that fight there was like, it's a scripted fight. There's no surprises.
Okay, you're almost
You
ready
can kind
to
of
take on
sleep
anyone,
through it.
including whoever roughed you up in the first place. For your last
Oh, I have to
lesson,
complete these?
let's head to Tarkir to learn the art.
I said we're taking a break from it. So when my mom got me into Magic the Gathering, she made sure I had like physical cards to play with her when she was off of work, which was very little. And then she also made sure that I had the old video game for it. And I think that was like the sweetest thing. It sounded like beautiful Dookie. I think that's how you phrase this. Old Magic game on computer? New Magic game on computer. Look at all the fancy graphics. Look at all the whiz-wazzles and stuff. You know, when we're old and decrepit, homie, this'll be on the VR. And one day, people may be born and immediately trained into not getting nauseous with frame rates under 90 frames per second, or they'll just have better frame rates. I think that's the important thing we're supposed to do for the future generations, is accept that we have messed up in depriving ourselves of high frame rates and instead going for high fidelity with our gaming and give them light that doesn't cause people to have difficulty. Like, it'll be fun, okay? It'll be fun. I want to do it. I want to see better FPSs because it'll help us all. It'll make me less nauseous. It'll keep other nauseous people from being nauseous. It's good. Let it happen. Let it creep on through. Bro, is this flash sass having thing gonna linger there for 10 seconds? Can I like mess with the play rate? I'm sorry, like what? Oh, screw your VSync. Like no one cares. I guess we can like dotsy-do and look at what a pretty version of this looks like. It's like with its P's and Q's and such. There. It looks like this. Not too much different. No, we're not getting audio because the game is horrifying. Wait, they have a black deck? Okay, cool. They might just kill our stuff. I'm expecting them to have like a flash death touch. Altar's Reap. Draw 2 cards. Okay. Anyways. So, back in my day, my mother procured this game for me and a pack of magic cards. Not a pack, sorry, a booster of magic cards, and also got one for herself, and we were going to play together, but we never got to. Because back then, she was too busy working full-time and going to school. I wanted to work full-time and go to school, I just couldn't hack it, so I just did one or the other. When I found a job, I stopped. When I found, like, school, I wanted to go to school, so I had like my first job, and then I wanted to like no, I've had my first job and I wanted to go to school, then I wanted my next job, so I stopped going to school. For whatever reason, I'm just the absolute worst. My mom was able to hold it all down. Rock on to her. She's the one that made sure that I also had this. So while going to school, working a full-time job, taking care of my bitch ass, she also got me into good games. You know, you gotta tell her thank you for my good game taste. That's how cool she is. And then Day 9 TV, of course, helped hammer it in. Like, this man's content was, like, amazing. He's talking about Magic right now, which made me want to play Magic. Okay? Like, I swear, he's, like, such a lovely guy. He's such a lovely guy. They say there weren't many strong role models. He still exists. Dudes can still look at this man as a strong role model. And gals, too. He's a good dude. Good dudery transcends everything. Everyone needs to be a good dude. I don't like Hearthstone. Like, I've played it a lot. I've played it more than MTGA. I've played most of my Magic in person. I've played a lot of Hearthstone. And I've played a fuckload of MTGA, but not as much as the rest. How do I put this? I really just... it's not my style, because it feels too... the cards feel like petite and unhefty, as opposed to like throwing thwompy dudes occasionally and like manageable dudes. It was, again, I played like years ago, and I don't remember why right now. I'm so sorry. I remember there's that, and there were more mindful reasons that I was like, I don't care, I'd rather play MTG. I don't know what they are right now, and they probably have been addressed, and the game's probably better than it was like many years ago. Probably. Wait, oh, sorry, Battlegrounds. I'm sorry, I can't pay attention. I don't know. Maybe, but I don't know what to do.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Should I look for a VOD of it?
Playing against Allah.
Like, I liked this because my brain was, like, halfway turned off while I was, like, melting through a person's base. I could, like, do this while I was, doing other stuff. Like, the first place I worked, I was alone on the weekend, and I would have, like, hours on my own, and there'd be, like, times where no one came in the building for like quite literally hours. I'd play like this a little bit too. I'd put it down pretty quick, but like I didn't care if I tanked a match. I'd tell people I had to leave, I'd say thank you for your time, and I'd just go. I'd just good luck, have fun. GG, well played at the end. Sorry, gotta go if I had to go.
In some languages they call it Alan, but in English we say Allah.
GG if I lose too. Just say good game. Like, it doesn't take that much. If they beat you, probably say good game, well played. And then learn how to not get beat.
As against Allah. We're going to see really, really clever stuff. Some really awesome, profoundly neato burrito action going down.
And remember, this is a Fun Day Monday, so people sent in replays for him to watch. And I would always click in for Fun Day
That's
Monday.
all you need.
We're good. But we're good on that. Thank you, man. Wait, hold on.
Now wants to say, get a queen and only make creep tumors or do something funky like that. And then what do you do? Oh, at that point you win. Why? Because you just don't have a fucking base anymore. Oh, I'm starting to see the logic. No, you just... And that is something that I personally have experienced when trying to do this, like, I'll just...
Taking new ways to assess your situation and solve for things in your environment is really helpful. Like, for the elasticity of your noodle, your mental elasticity, as well as just for, like, practicing quick and repetitious practical fucking tooling.
Just stay alive with roaches and get the spire really...
Video games, they make you smarter.
Really, really, really fast. You're great against almost everything except those Reapers just punish you so badly. You just don't...
I'm finally getting into games with combos that are combo-centric because of Stellar Blade. Because it brought me in for the Sekiro-type combat. Finally.
Have enough units, and most importantly, you don't have the creep. Part of me now wants to say...
You must place that on creep. You must place that on creep. Blah, 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 blah. And it gives us an instant to, like, deal with this. They're like, you've fallen into my trap. Mwah ha 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 ha. And we're like, Haha, joke's on you. You fell into our trap, you goofball. And if we had trample, we could have still done 2 to them. You can respect that? I can respect how you respect that. Look at it, they wrote some based character. They at least respect when they get their ass kicked. I respect that too. If a creature's attacking me, 3/1/1 white spirit creature token just flying, I'm gonna make that work. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna attack. I have to. Bastard. Scripted fights.
Get a queen and only make creep tumors or do something funky like that. Still, cool. Gonna watch the final replay, but before we do,
The final replay. Do-do. Do-do-do-do. We're gonna pay this to bring our 3. See, like I said, it's so scripted. It's so scripted, it doesn't even need to, like, be a person anymore. That's how scripted it is. Enchanted creature gets 3/3 and flying. They have 7 mana and no hand. If they had a card in their hand, I'd presume that my biggest fear would be something that could kill a tapped or attacking creature, or to tap a creature that is selected to attack but hasn't yet. But, you know, we're good. Most importantly, though, like a 1/1 death touch or anything else to kill my attacker would have been the big one. That's about it, because that would take longer.
before we do, I wanted to... No, you know what? I'm going to make that announcement tomorrow. There's a very special announcement.
Imposing Commander has been, like, such a fun card since I was playing with that deck that I told you about. Whenever another creature you control with power 2 or less enters, you gain 1 life and draw a card. There's a reason that whenever a creature of mine died, I made a slime. When I made a slime, I'd make another slime. I'd make an elf, and then I've already made 3 characters. So then I get an angel. So then it's 4 life, right? So like that's how I had to fight my friend with Slivers and or Eldrazi. Like he continued to proliferate through those, and I didn't always have Infect in the deck. I had like a side deck of cards to tool it for Infect and quicker takedowns, and I would barely swap those in. But if it was that one man, I would put him down in an actual game of cards like Yugi would have asked us to.
Coming on tomorrow about more awesome user submissions. So that could...
Also, I think the thing that I really like is he always made it accessible for people to participate in the community. I just chose not to. But like he damn sure made it accessible, you know? The one VOD that I have struggled to find. See, the reason that I wish that YouTube's terms of service didn't require that I not index all of someone's videos and search the transcriptions is because the one VOD that I need is the one where he talks about like people asking for unsolicited or people providing unsolicited advice and why it's inappropriate. Because I've been mentioning and referencing that while talking about him for so long. And I don't know, I feel like if I search for advice, we're never going to find it. Oh, wait. Is it new stuff or old stuff? Because, like, this is, like, old time him. Y'all, this was, like, ages ago. Date story and storytelling tips. He'd give date stories. Talking about how to overcome demotivation. That's a year ago. Hold on. No, I want mint vintage stuff. He got into Hearthstone, like, 8 years ago. So the VOD I'm thinking about was probably 9 to 12 or 9 to 13 years ago, I think, maybe. I guess. Day 9's Day Off, Elden Ring. I bet he streamed that. I'm trying to remember what the name of, like, if it had a different name to it. It wasn't just a random highlight. I don't think it was amusing. Oh my gosh. I'm like, Total Warhammer 3? Ooh. You keep telling me about fun games that are coming out. Trying to be healthy? Aw. When is this, 11 years ago? This is gonna be cute, maybe.
All week long, I would have saved the dollars that my mother gave me for lunch so I could run faster, plot. Come on, this guy, past this guy. Run faster, plot. And that immediately makes no sense to me at
It's funny because his name is Sean Plot, and I came to the worst place with that scroll bar,
all.
jogger, whatever.
None. This is like, Sean, I'm in love with Felicity, but she doesn't find me.
Oh yeah, every time he brings up someone he's dated, the name gets reduced to Felicity. I do believe. Or random people. Random stand-in name is Felicity, either when talking about himself or others. Like, no one's name gets used. I don't use, like, this man may have influenced me. We don't know. I think it's just being a reasonable person, but
No sense to
you
me
never know.
at all. None. This is like, Sean, I'm in love with Felicity, but she doesn't find me interesting. And I'm like, okay, be more interesting now, right now. Sean, it's really hot outside. Be cold now. I play StarCraft. And in StarCraft, it's like, uh-oh, I've fallen behind. Does he have a weakness? Can I exploit it? I need to pull back, set up defenses, flank him. There's the window. Drill hard. Exploit the advantage. He's on the retreat. Scout for expos. Close it down. Clean up the win. The comeback.
The comeback supreme. You know, 11 years later, and this man is such a beautiful soul. Yikes.
Is real. But in cross country, it's like, just be healthier than you are right now. Now, today.
My mom liked cross country. Personally, I liked volleyball the most, and everything else was like second. United States football was like F tier. Volleyball is like S tier. Soccer and tennis are like A, and then everything else is like peppered between like B and C.
Now, at this point in time, I'm in the middle of the race, and my pace is about a little under a 7-minute mile.
I know, it's such a hard switch.
Nice job. That was some quick thinking.
Mm-hmm.
When we first met,
I don't like watching
you looked
any
within an
sports
inch
get
of
played,
your
though.
life.
That's the thing.
Now
I like playing baseball. I just don't like watching
Who
it.
were you fighting in the
And I
first place,
understand
eh?
that's a thing I can say as, like, you know, an amateur player, I guess. It's a dragon.
Nico Bolas.
Nico
After I
Bolas.
annihilated you,
He's like the
I
big baddie
really
of the whole
didn't
series.
expect to see you
So
again.
he's like
This is a terrible
always
idea.
floating in the universes between universes, trying to do stuff. This man is gonna continue to exist. He's like big guy bad supreme. He's never gonna go away. He'll be
I'll
here
make
for
a
the rest of
deal
time.
with you,
He'll
Planeswalker.
outlive all of us.
Defeat me, and I'll let you go.
And I think this is our first like unshackled
Lose,
match,
and
where
you
there's
will
like 20
serve
HP,
me for eternity.
and it's actually random. I think maybe.
Fight
I
as
don't
if your
remember.
life depended on it.
It does. I know. Shush up. Whenever it does something,
Sometimes
each
you
player
need to make
discards a
tough
card.
decision.
4. I can have 4. I can play everything I want with 4. That's good. With 3,
He'd
sorry.
just throw away a dragon.
Yes.
You look
He's probably gonna
surprised.
synergize with shit in the
I
fucking
do as I
graveyard. Who cares?
choose with what is mine, and it is all mine.
I love when the homies play like with a zombie deck.
Everything here exists or perishes at my whim.
The art is so pretty. Everything exists and perishes at the whim of these nuts, brother.
Power is the only thing that matters.
No,
There is nothing else.
others matter. I've learned from Yugimoto, I know that the power of friendship and camaraderie is more important than victory alone, and that a random victory attained at the cost of others means nothing to us. It's but petty and weak. I learned this from watching anime as a child. How do you not know this? You're supposed to, like, be cleverer than me, brother.
I will let nothing stand in the way of what I seek. Not even death.
Sure. This man is a chronic whiner, and this is coming from someone that whines a lot. Oh, basketball's fun? Yeah, I like playing it. I just don't have anyone to play with anymore. It's fun to play though. Like, I've always enjoyed playing at least. And I get to cast this... Never mind, I thought that was the instant for a second. That's fine. 18 health.
Enough of this.
Yes. Okay, hold on. That's graphics. Get out of here. Audio. You stay up. You come down. You come down. You come down.
Whoa!
Whoa! The introductory to this is so hard. Ooh, free card draw. Nice. Target player draws 7 cards. Good job, you. Have fun with that
My
thick-ass
triumph is
hand.
at hand.
Your triumph is at these nuts, brother.
Watch this.
Your mother. I end up getting to draw yet again. This was a card
Just
that I
might
did
be
have
able
in
to
that
pull
deck
this
that I
off.
mentioned as well, Inspiring Commander. Because, like, again, if everything I'm spawning is, like, mostly, like, outside of the angels, everything I'd spawn was, like, 2 HP, or in cost 1, and or was a token, and cost, and was under more, like, 2. So, it, power 2 attack, like, block. I could buff them, like, okay, so I could do this, and when they play, it does this, and then when they get on the field, I then imbue them with something to give them bigger buff. So now they're, instead of a 2/2, a 5/5, for instance. And, like, Inspiring Commander was absolutely critical to that play. So, because, like, again, this dude was, like, browbeating people with cards that are no longer allowed in the game while being kind of rude about it. I was allowed to do anything I wanted to win.
Soon there will be nothing left of you.
Anything. At all. Abandon hope. All ye who enter
Hey!
your face
All succumb
to
to
Bolas. I think not. Oh, okay. I have to wait to guard with
Hold
it.
back, so you can prepare for his attack.
Yeah, it gives me 3/1/1, so I get to draw 3 cards, which are, it's still scripted. It's likely gonna be, like, very valid instants that are gonna help us not die. I didn't remember that it was still scripted, but again, we draw a card for each. We want to try to get away with some sneaky shit if we can instant something in. Oh wait, it needs these to resolve first, I guess. Okay. So these are flying goobers. It's gonna block, so I have nothing to play with. I have to confirm my order first, I think, and I'm a goofball. I don't need to block anything else, I just can kill this. Oh, it's a 4. Never mind. I don't know why I'm doing that. That's 2/2. Ignorant. Ignorant. We have, like, a mostly open field to just do unhinged things to them. Yeah. More draw. 2 tactical advantage can go nice.
Such
Wait.
impudence.
Nicely. Flying in vigilance 4. Okay. Vigilance means they can attack immediately. So now we can contend with most of their stuff. If we block, we can kill and survive it. So I guess I'll try the defensive play.
Is beyond that of a god.
Your power's beyond that of a god. Well, I'm sorry. I'm a loser and I suck and I can still win. So thank you for being a good tutorial. Thank you, Nico Bolas. You're very, very nice. We love you. For a very mean, evil dragon man that's trying to kill everyone. We still appreciate you, sir. Woo-wee, look at that. Look at that damage. Woo-wee. Look at this. Must be a hard ass or something. 2 blockers, so we now subvert them. Good job. I just want to keep my flyer, because they can't block it. It gets 3/3 and has
We've
flying.
come this far, don't give
I mean,
up now.
for 7s. I could throw some 7s at them. That's too easy. We'll play, like, defensively. Because now that can block up to 6 as well. I can wing the 1 damage, and then whatever they throw at me, I'm just gonna kill. Then when I have an open field, I'll plunge them out of existence.
Wearing thin. Let's finish it.
I'm probably gonna have to sacrifice the angel, I guess. Yes. Do I have to? Do I want to? How would I rather? What does what? No specials. No specials. 6, 5. Okay, I would die if I don't block it. Some of it. I can survive none of it. Oh, you know I can. I can do it. I can do that there. And then I can do this here. No, I don't want to. I'm gonna do that. And I can, but... The bird, bird, bird. The bird is the word. The bird, 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 bird. Bird is the word. Actually, no. We'll sacrifice you against this demon. And I'll sacrifice you here, I suppose? I don't know. I don't have to lose both, that's the thing. And if I kept the angel, I could have blocked everything more efficiently. So I'm probably just gonna lose that one. I'll do this trade here. I could not lose them. I could keep them. I'll keep them. Yeah, we'll keep them. We'll take 7. We'll live by 3. We'll get rid of their field. GG. Oh, that's bananas. I absolutely hate that. This is so scripted that it lets me heal up again. And then we can kill them with 9 even, so that's fine. And then Tutorial Man's gone.
I'm impressed.
Nice to see you again, buddy. It's always a pleasure. Always an honor. Now get out of here, Nico. What a dude. What a dude. What a guy. Okay, awkwardly, my game just crashed.
For like a 5K race, I don't know, it was like 20 minutes or something?
So I guess that means we're just changing around what we're doing. Let's see. I have got too many things open in front of me. If anyone's here for the VOD, I'm so sorry the timestamp is scuffed. My deepest apologies. And I didn't put the timestamp in for day 9, but this man was like at an hour through, so I don't know. I think he's handy. I think he's a handy guy. Day 9 appreciation day is always, okay? Like, it always is. It always has to be, and it could be nothing else. Always. And he still came out okay.
And I feel like I see this in story-driven games.
So as someone who grew up with this man talking into my ear, like, I don't know. It's nice to see him still not being a shithead. Good job. We were listening to greentext stories.
Why not? Final college year, limp is memory. Senior showcase, prototype Mark II on display. Investors crowd, ask about licensing terms. I spot Maya at the back, proud grin. After speeches, she pulls me aside. I got accepted at trauma unit downtown. Same city as internship offer. Jaw drops. Suddenly paths feel like merge blueprint. Graduation day, cap angled over fading scar. Dad cries discreetly. Mom forgets discreet. Maya hands me small wrapped box. New brake lever, engraved with date of my crash. Uprighting arrow.
Holy shit.
Says, proof parts can fail once, not forever. Heartbeats louder than cheering crowd. Offer letter arrives 2 weeks later. Full time. I list emergency contact. Maya Lopez, RN. We find cheap loft above bike shop. First night, empty walls, 2 camp chairs, takeout noodles balanced on cardboard box.
Okay, when a person and I first moved into somewhere together, we actually also did the camping chairs and pizza thing. I didn't know this was a meme. I think I got memed by someone.
I ask if
Nothing else happened this way.
This is smoother plan. She pokes my shoulder. This is smoother. Later we sit on roof watching taxis blur. Bones ache from move. Mind buzzes with deadlines. I think of hospital nights, silent company, and how recovery never really clocks out. She leans her head on mine. Steady. I whisper thanks. She huffs. Live it instead. Alarm rings 6. First official workday. She's already pulling on scrubs, hair up. I grab helmet.
This is not gonna... I can already see how it's gonna go poorly.
New lever shining. In hallway mirror, I pause. Breathe slow.
It's about to be a country song.
4 in. 7 hold.
And I don't mean it's about to be Dixie Chicks.
Out. I'm still a little uneven. Still here. We trade thumbs up, head separate directions, same city grid, different missions, linked heartbeat.
It is really important to thumbs up a partner. I agree. Not enough people do that. Not enough people tell their friends they love them, and not enough people thumbs up their partner. Okay, maybe the first one's more meaningful than the second one, but fight me.
I roll the bike onto Morning Street, engine whirring more promise than noise. 9 months ago, asphalt tried to erase me. Now I'm late for a job building safer rides. Throttle opens. Sunrise flares off glass towers. Inside helmet, I smile, speak aloud. Don't crash again. Copy that, Maya.
Yeah, I have no regrets. We're kind of looking at the world for a bit. To be fair, like my tummy's a little bit dizzy, so we're kind of just like staring. We're not going to get through all of this before I jump on another game, but my tummy's a bit spilly, icky, so we're just kind of chilling. Green text is fun, but I kind of broke up the green text, which I'm giving away the plot, so don't pay attention to me right now. I broke up the green text with some world events. I feel at this moment, Hank and Johnny, who have now, in a world where Vitaly, being a nuisance streamer, has normalized whole countries having not unrequested lists, people they don't want to allow entry for tourism purposes lists. Because of nuisance streamers, I can't help but stare at them. Also, I find it wicked inappropriate, the shit that he does, and I get really heated when it happens. So if I do get too heated, we might have to run away because my little spilly tummy might not be able to, like, deal with being heated and yelling at a man across the internet, knowing he's never going to hear it. You never know. Besides, his bro's facing 10 years. Like, I don't know. Like, I never considered when people were saying that this man seems like he was being exploited, that it might be as severe as it might be. But you can be exploited and still go to prison. Yeah, that happens.
Johnny and Hank were having with minors over the last couple months. Then up.
You need to not censor syllables. You need to leave a syllable in there because people are going to question what we fucking heard. And I immediately got mortified. And I don't know what the fuck this person was going to actually say. So please make some context. What the fuck?
Johnny and Hank were having with minors over the last couple months.
Does it censor?
Johnny and Hank were having with minors.
Okay, not just as it, like, okay, here's what happened. They're probably running DaVinci, and they censored a word when they were copying out the transcription while they cleared out silences, and it possibly just deleted it when it was getting out silences, because you really should, like, just drop, or Legal Mindset did the silence to drop it out from the fast facts spot. I'm just gonna go find it my goddamn self. I don't want to, like, assume. If I'm gonna be pissy, I need to be pissy at the right reasons, not inappropriately pissy. Okay, maybe. Ugh. Why do people have to make me go in like vet shit? Why are they like this to me? Why are people like this? Can't you be nice to me? I'm adorable. Why are you like this? Ooh. Wait, when is this one? Is this?
Over
Did I miss this? It's not going to be censored in this.
Johnny and
Hank. I can look for the and Hank because we don't know where it's going to new line. Okay. So here's the thing. If only I could search the transcriptions, then that would be like different. Okay, I was looking for Johnny and Hank, or Johnny just in general. Like, you know, if I assume something, I'm gonna actually hate myself. I can't do that. Y'all. I don't want to be assumptive. I chased that out of myself when I was like many moons ago. Okay, we're just here to see if it's censored out in a weird way. We'll go back after. I'll link both of these in the description in case you're curious. If you're here with us and you wanted those links too, give me a sec. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Under investigation is the conversations that Johnny and Hank were having with minors over the last couple of months. They would go on a certain website.
Okay, yeah, no, they were being sexually grotesque with children. No, that part we're aware of. They were soliciting a child in UK to marry them. That was gross, and they did that at length, yes. How long is this? 8 minutes? Thank you, Mist. I'm sorry, I'm just coming over here to like... We're gonna... I already linked it in chat. It's already in the description. We're good. We're just gonna start this 8-minute VOD on our own, because this is 8:15 from Mist. There's a lot gonna be missing from context, so Mist can actually give commentary, which, thank you, Mist, for usually memory serves pretty good commentary, so there we go. Keeping it transformative, not pissing off the clients. Let's go.
Hey.
Okay, I'm gonna launch Android Souls at the same time. Stellar Blade. I've been running it off and on throughout the day. I was like testing my PC's new tuning. So I have my Steam Deck, right? And from it, I sometimes like turn off my 2 screens and I start up a virtual display driver and I set it as the primary screen using Sunshine and Moonlight. And then I stream the game to the, I play the game on the virtual display, which is the perfect resolution. So it's not scaling any extra and it's generating at just the right FPS. And so I'll do that, and then I will, words. Oh yeah, and then I'll just like grab the Steam Deck and play it from the living room on the couch. And so like I've been in a very light way that invokes less of the rendering pipeline, at least seeing that it's not like crashing on launch or for the weird conditions it was before, for like with running for hours. So if it does now, it's on me, but it gives me more to look into. I made sure that Windows is storing more verbose like logs when crashes happen. I've made sure that the event management service, the event logging service rather, is actually on. I've been making my time to review logs more easy. I'm trying to overcome what looks like overvolting. It's not overvolting. Well, it looks like a voltage leak causing a drop of power. We're addressing it through being silly and seeing if overvolting of all weird things and undervolting where I can somehow bring a difference. Possibly won't, possibly will. Okay, we're here first, then we're gonna be gamers too, okay? Okay, cool.
Thank you, the top ally of Ramzi Khalid Ismail, aka Johnny Somali, is scared and he is trying to hide. It is, of course, not gonna work. We're gonna get into it today on The Legal Mindset. We teach you
like a lot of us who've been like aware of this and observing, like there's been a wide scale acceptance that like it's okay to like it's been a wide scale acceptance of fucking with Hank when people fuck with Johnny. I don't know if I think I'm ambivalent because I wouldn't do it, but I can see how we get there as a people. I just don't think that's my vibe, but you know.
Be your own judge. I'm Andrew Esquire.
I just don't want to fuck with people. Like if they do something inappropriate, I mean like, so it's like publicizing this is fine. That's not what I mean. Like what I'm talking about with by fucking with is there's a litany of stuff that's available. Like people trying to engineer false shit about them is kind of it. Calling Hank not a straight person or accusing Hank and Johnny of having sex when we have no clue is, I think, the thing. Like it doesn't matter if he's a straight person or not. It matters that like we're like giving him a hard time under the auspice of, oh, Hank must be fucking him. They need to come out. But like, I don't know. Like, I think a good gay joke is funny because it can like show you when someone's being a shithead and they like look at people like they're gross, as opposed to people who just look at you like, well, yeah, people just do that sometimes. You know? Like in that instance, like I think they're hilarious. They kind of make people rat on themselves.
American attorney dedicated to stop.
Like, I know for a well-damned fact that, like, I don't have time to be unkind to people, and unkind people are easy to weed out.
Nuisance streamers like Johnny
I
Somali.
can be cold, I can be critical, but I don't try to be unkind. Hank and Johnny blow my mind because they go out with, like, pepper spray, threatening to pepper spray people in the face and shit. And it's just so fucking wild, dude. Like, content spray is not a fun name to call pepper spray. That just makes you a shithead, bro. And that's what that man does with his free time, is that tier of shithead behavior. And so, like, when I allude to it, that's what I mean. So we're really clear about what we're talking about, right?
Ramsey Khalid Ismail, and making sure they face legal consequences. So we're going to jump right into it today on this Fast Facts video, giving you just the quick and dirty of what is going on in the Johnny Somali Ramsey Khalid Ismail.
Oh, I also have a tab. I need to get a timestamp for a joke. I have a very particular joke that I need to bring to you. I need 2 timestamps. I have to go potty, and one of those works into me going AFK and AFK reacting. It needs to be like a 3-tier level deep react though. Like, it can't be anything less. It is 3 levels deep of react, and it's gotta continue to be so. So, if you wouldn't mind, let me get my shit together. While Stellar Blade runs in the background being pretty. I popped it in Obsidian. I popped the excerpts I need to search for with the transcripts tool because I was on the couch and didn't want to get up at the time. Because I was busy. No, you're stuck with me. I have to be RB, so you're stuck. Okay. Hold on, I need to actually timestamp this first one and then the next one. I need to @current time it. This is like a worth it setup, okay? Trust me. If it weren't funny, it probably isn't. But I don't care. You have background music. I guess. How many times do you say this word? 3 minutes, starting about here. Okay, I can deal with that. I can use the scrubber dubber tool from there. That's fine. This is such a good game. Yes, I am showing you this while I get myself set up and together. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm a little shithead. Yes, I am. It's what I do. Yes, I do. Okay, so I was like looking at shit today, and like 2 things came up. A reference to Trisha, which reminded me that I only learned about Trisha through old H3 shit because of the current like kerfluffle with a lot of the rest of commentary internet going on at the moment.
Lips have been.
I would be careful, Dan, because she's about to call Hila ugly for no reason.
Okay, so with that one exception, that was she went a little too far there.
That was fucked up, Dan.
She did. Yeah, what do you think Hila's ugly?
No, I do not.
You think she's ugly?
Are you calling her ugly?
I would never.
Listen, you're allowed to like her. That doesn't change the status of anything.
No, I know it won't. I'm just. I've discovered that she is very funny. It is what it is.
Is she intentionally funny?
She reminds me kind of a Trisha. Where it's like ambiguous.
Scary. We all thought it was funny at first.
Ambiguous, right?
Okay, so my point being, do we need to find if Casey Tron does comedy? Like, I'm here to support stand-ups. I think that's the thing I should say more, is like, stand-ups, comedians don't make a lot. The clubs that employ them are losing money and not paying them. Like, I'm here to support stand-ups. I'm here for that. I was raised right. Hey, it's a valid reason to say that.
Someone said this somewhere and said that Casey Tron is like Trisha if she was into drugs instead of theater.
Well, the thing is, Trisha is intentionally funny. After doing this show with her for as long as I did, she is very funny. And she's a great entertainer. Casey Tron.
That made me feel vindicated for liking 9 year ago Trisha comedy.
I don't know. Well, I need to see more.
Well, let's keep watching.
Whatever.
Whatever.
And it's like, is that even gonna happen? I doubt it.
It's happening.
Like, why
they're probably gonna be served today, by the way.
Whatever. Like, why are they doing this to me?
I explained it in detail.
Yeah, he did. This is happening to this person who's being paid by Factor. That's fine. I feel like they should get a shout out for their thing because it's on my screen and free content. Anywho's, I guess that they have it in their description. I don't know. Anywho's. I mean, I personally make my food over the stove. Like today, I wanted chickpeas, so what did I do? I got some like my dry ass chickpeas. I put them in a big ass bowl, a metal bowl. I put that on the stove. It's the kind of bowl that I can heat. It's stainless steel. So I heated them in the bowl that is huge. And I've been just like soaking them with like a little bitty flame under them. That's why I was a little late to the stream, because I was like soaking the chickpeas with a teeny bit of fire beneath them for like 6-7 hours, I think. I was like just getting up and down, doing chores, mostly doing chickpeas, cleaning things off, squeegeeing the tile, squeegeeing the marble. If y'all ever have like, y'all, if you have a sink to clean, and I don't know how to talk about like counters that aren't marbly, but I know a lot of vinyl ones might benefit from this too. I'd still say for the vinyl one that's stippled, like you probably want to dry it off better, but all I do is I grab my squeegee and a sponge. I sponge and I scrub my whole countertop. Best easy dusting technique. Dusting is easy. Hold on, look at how easy dusting is. Because this takes away dusting. It takes away other meticulous stuff. Yeah, I like to use vinegar the most, but I've been like doing this when I do dishes recently, and it's been kind of fun. And then I have like a teensy bit of soapy water on the floor and I can mop with it. Easy. 1, 2. 1, 2 done. 1, 2. That's how we do. So, yeah, I don't know, like a squeegee. I have one in my shower, so whenever I'm done, I can like squeegee the shower so there's no like water buildup, calcium deposit, heavy water nonsense, random mineral growth. We get rid of that. And then like, I have a squeegee in the kitchen so I can clean the counters more easily. And then I have a floor squeegee. So when I'm mopping, the floor squeegee is like wider than my torso, okay? It's like 2.5 of my torso. It's big. I like it. It's very handy. So I'll like use that one for the floors, because I'll like, you know, start in the kitchen, right? And then just drag it through like the living room, for instance, or start in my room and get the restroom. And this whole while, instead of having to do the tedious sweeping work, because it's like a hard floor, I can just like drag my squeegee. Bish bosh boom, Bob's your uncle. Squeegee for the win. And so cleaning takes as little time as it can for me, because like I've cleaned for a living for a decent part of my life. Like, even when I've not been in the best of health, it's so fun to help other people in their home. So it's a reliably cozy thing for me to do. So I don't know. I learned really efficient techniques so I can get more work done when I'm doing something for someone. And I've learned a lot of real efficiency stuff from very sweet older ladies that kept themselves working till the very last step and didn't want to give up for any reason, and relentlessly and regretfully and begrudgingly let someone help them. And they're like, now I can save so much time, this is efficient as fuck. They'll tell you how to clean in the best ways. Like I learned about putting a sock on my hand and like using that to dust from nice old ladies that needed to like adapt to a world that wasn't